to have my first kid because, you know, I've been a professional musician since I was 13, and musicians are notoriously kind of irresponsible guys, and I figured if I'm going to be a father, man, I'm going to get my responsibility thing together, you know, so I waited till I was 30. I'm glad I did because I've really been, I don't want to brag here, but since we're just kind of killing time, I'm really improving on responsibility. I mean, like, I have spent the last month child-proofing my house, okay? You know, both of them can still get in, though, but I'm working on it, you know? I'm working on it. I thought I was really getting a lot better until last summer. I had my little girl Dork in the living room with me there, and I was throwing her up in the air and catching her, you know, because babies, they like that, you know. And I'm a responsible kind of guy, you know. And I threw her up a little bit higher, you know, and I caught her. I threw her up a little bit higher, and you know, she's so cute. She's down there. I caught her. I'm a responsible kind of guy. I threw her up a little bit higher, and I answered the phone. It wasn't the floor that's so bad, it's those ceiling fans we have down there in Florida. She still comes up to me and says, "Can we go out and play, Daddy?" You may think you're a rocker, but my little girl's a headbanger. I took my kids to go see Santa Claus last Christmas to the Tampa Bay Mall where I live. They didn't want to go, but I made them. It had been a year for me myself. We're standing in line. It was like really a short line, and I thought, this is strange, because when I was a little kid, the lines to see Santa Claus were really long. I looked at my watch, and it was 12 o'clock, and I thought, well, no wonder all the responsible parents are out feeding their children lunch. So we saw Santa. That night, when everybody's asleep in my house, I'm sitting alone out back with my guitar, and I started thinking about Santa's line, and I thought, you know, I wonder how much longer his line would be had there not have been thousands of babies aborted in the Tampa Bay area where I live in just 1 year. As a result of that, I wrote this song, thinking about Santa's line. Well, he sat on a park bench, his head in his hands. Soft snow white hair fell in shoulder-length strands. He appeared to be crying, but I wasn't sure. So I touched his red coat, and I said, "Pardon me, sir." But Christmas was yesterday. What a Christmas it was. You should be home now with your Mrs. Claus. He lifted his head as he struggled to speak. A tear hit the sack, half full at his feet. It was a Louisville slugger he first lovingly raised. He said, "I made this myself for Tommy Lee Hayes. He'd have been a Hank Aaron with a great home run stance, but they called his young life out, not even a chance." And I wish it were only make-believe, and the whole world would wake up from a long, long sleep to discover it was all just a horrible dream. I wish it were only make-believe. Jessica Trent. History would have called her Madam President, but her mom chose a clinic and an hour or so. Little Jessie was silenced, not even a vote. For the bright rosy color was gone from his cheeks, leaving the toys there. Santa stood to his feet. Slowly he disappeared out into the night, saying, "Have mercy on us all." To all, goodbye. And I wish it were all the memory, and the whole world would wake up from a long, long sleep to discover it was all just a horror.